Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Friday, the 20th of January. So looking at the synoptic, we see we've got a very settled picture over the top of us, no frontal activity and nice widely spaced isobars. Looking ahead to tomorrow, going to be much the same. We've got this warm front out to the west that's going to be coming across at some point, but otherwise it looks like very light winds tomorrow. Looks like quite settled weather again. And by Sunday, that front appears to have not quite arrived, but isobars getting a little bit closer together. Spot winds today at about 2,000 feet. It's going to be pretty much northerly, very slightly west of north at about 10 to 15 knots. But on the ground, looks like it's going to be a bit more westerly. Looking at the cloud cover, you see it's very clear at the moment. Some up to the northeast here, where those fronts are sitting, but otherwise very clear over the majority of the country. That lines up with the rain radar. A few little spots over here to the northeast and some down here to the southwest, but I'm not expecting to really get any of that today. Might be a very small chance of the odd shower later on, but I doubt it. And that aligns with the public forecast saying it's going to be pretty much sunny all day. Currently 1 degree, feels like -3, and a very light westerly wind going a little bit more northwesterly later on, gusts in the mid-teens, and good visibility all day. Top temperature today of about 4 or 5 degrees, and a nice light breeze, so it shouldn't feel desperately cold. And dew point of about 1 degree, so if we do get any clouds, should be high enough. And that's the current view outside. Very nice and clear, and not actually that frosty this morning. Current temperature at Lasham is reported to be -1, with a dew point of -3.5, and 7 knots of wind from the southwest. Much the same at Farnborough. They're suggesting 5 knots from the west, temperature of 1 degree, and forecasting 7 knots from the west-northwest. And some scattered clouds at a height of 4,000 feet, so that doesn't affect us. For what it's worth, Top Meteo is saying there's going to be a half-knot thermal at 3 o'clock. And there's no NOTAMs to affect us today. But number 3 down here, which is Southampton's operating hours, and 12 there, which is milliwatt, the sort of permanent NOTAM there. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the weather. Operationally today, we've got 1 jet movement scheduled. We've got a 727 inbound at about 10:40. So we'll still set up, go flying, and that may well be delayed. So we'll move off when we have to for that. Bit too early to align it with lunch. We're going to be set up on 27. Launch point will be a reasonable distance back here somewhere. Okay, and the cables will be on the north side. The winching on the north side, aerotowing on the south side due to that northwesterly wind. And circuits will be onto the grass. The runway is not available for landing today. The grass is pretty solid. Hasn't rained too much over the last few days, and it's been very cold, so it's pretty much frozen. That's pretty much it. Always a risk of icing when it's this cold, but actually I think it's going to be warm enough and sunny enough that it won't be too much of a problem today. Looks like we're reasonably busy. I would suggest, if possible, leave 431 in the hangar, because that tends to ice up the worst. We should probably get away with 4 K21s, but if we need all 5, then probably won't be an issue. That's pretty much it. I'll see you on the airfield. Bye for now.